Hey, welcome to Eat Your Backyard. Thanks for coming by to check out what is going on in my yard. Look at this. This is an Areca, and it was one that had been growing up very tall. Problem is, it had palms in this clump that were probably 30 feet tall. Problem with that is, it's right next to a power line coming out of the roof, and that's just not a good place to have a 30-foot tall palm tree. So I was able to safely get him down without dying, and I stumped it, knowing that it would do this. Came right back. This is about a year later, and I've trimmed it back a couple times since then, but it grows all these little palms to the bottom in the clump, and then it grows these larger ones that really have started to take off or fruit first. Now what I'm going to do is, in a future videos, I'm going to trim this back to get rid of all these little guys that are down here, get rid of all that, and leave these big ones. And I'll trim them very close to the stalk. This is called a sugarcane palm by some people because the stalk looks a lot like a sugarcane. Very pretty when it starts going. Now I like this here, but it takes a lot of trimming, and it's going to take probably about half hour's worth of work to get this thing to where I want it. But the Areca palm loves to be trimmed. Worst thing you can do is neglect trimming it. Best thing you can do is trim it to accent the features which it's strongest for, which are those sugarcane-like trunks that it grows, and really accentuate that, but not let it get to what I call furry around the bottom, or get too many of the small sucker palms growing all around at the base, because now it just looks kind of like a palm shrub, which is really not that great of a look. But once you get that trimmed up, it's going to look fantastic. I've got a couple other palms here that also, you know, kind of stand out. We're still cleaning up a little bit from Hurricane Matthew, but you know, I like to have over these rocks, I've got Carolina River rock here that I put in, and I had a cement edge put in years ago. It's still hanging in tough. But these river rocks, you can see around the base here, they're all filled up with the palm flowers. You want to try to plant things around these river rocks that don't drop tons of leaves. That's a real lesson learned. This Areca will drop tons of seeds, so you got to get on it early. That's another reason not to have it be 30 feet up in the air, is to manage the seed pods, because when they come in, you want to get them just when they're a flower, not even let them set seeds, because they will drop so many seeds, it's unmanageable. And when they do drop the seeds, I'll show you the remnants of that experience. Probably had 1,000 of these I pulled up. There's still some in the back here. You get these, every single one of them sprout. Every one of them. And that's what I call palm grass, which is just so many seeds of the palm tree. Now I could plant these in a pot and grow them, and they would grow great. I might do that just as a potted plant. You see them sold in nurseries all the time in the pot. It's a decent look for just 1,000 little palm trees growing up. So I might do that. But the Areca palm, hey, if you live in a place you can't grow one, it's probably not a bad idea to have one, but there's some definite tips that I've learned over the years that help it look better. And this is not really the best look. It's just kind of a clump of nothingness. No definition, no interesting features. It's all palm fronds. But wait until you see what it looks like when I'm done. So hey, thanks for watching. If you like these kinds of videos, go ahead and like it. And if you'd like to see more and be notified as new videos come out, go ahead and subscribe. Thanks for watching Eat Your Backyard.